Welcome to IAI Today with Leah, the podcast where we break down what's happening in artificial intelligence and how it impacts your work and your business. If this content helps you make better decisions, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next episodes. This is the recap from June 9th to June 22nd, 2026. Let's get started. The most impactful news came on June 21st. According to OpenAI's official announcement, Samsung Electronics deployed ChatGPT Enterprise and Codex to all its employees in South Korea and to its Global Device Experience division. And here's what makes this remarkable. Samsung is the same company that banned ChatGPT in 2023 after a confidential source code leak. 3 years later, they didn't just lift that ban, they made OpenAI their AI provider for their entire workforce. So how did they pull it off? Governance, access controls, data protection, clear policies on what can and cannot be shared with the tool. Company data is not used to train public models. That changes everything. And the numbers speak for themselves. Codex usage in South Korea grew nearly 800% since February of this year. The takeaway for your company is straightforward. The biggest obstacle to adopting generative AI is rarely the technology. It's governance. If Samsung solved this after a real incident, your company can too. The question is whether you already have that framework in place. In parallel, Anthropic made its own strategic moves. On June 11th and 12th, the company announced two high-level partnerships. First with DXC Technology to embed Claude into the critical systems it already runs for banks, airlines, and governments. Then with TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, which will deploy Claude to 50,000 employees across 56 countries and build industry-specific solutions for banking, healthcare, insurance, and the public sector. According to Anthropic, TCS will use Claude internally first as its own customer zero before rolling it out to clients. This matters because it solves one of the most common problems in enterprise AI. Generic tools don't survive environments with strict audit and compliance requirements. If your sector is regulated, you now have more real options than before. AI is being adapted to your conditions, not the other way around. From another angle, on June 22nd, OpenAI expanded Daybreak, its defensive cybersecurity program, with the full release of GPT 5.5 Cyber. According to InfoSecurity magazine, this model has already analyzed over 30 million commits across 30,000 repositories, with more than 500,000 vulnerabilities resolved. IBM, Cisco, CrowdStrike, and Palo Alto Networks are already integrating these capabilities. And pay close attention to this. That same day, the Five Eyes countries published a joint alert warning that AI-powered cyber attacks are a matter of months away, not years. If your company doesn't have an active cybersecurity strategy that incorporates defensive AI, you have a growing risk gap. This isn't alarmism. It's the clearest signal we've seen in a long time. Closing out the week, everything points to the same thing. The companies that will win aren't the ones with the most advanced model. They're the ones that manage to integrate AI with governance, purpose, and speed. Samsung, TCS, DXC, IBM, they're all moving their pieces. The question is, where is your company on that board? Thank you for joining us on AI Today with Leah. See you in the coming weeks with more artificial intelligence news for the real world.